What's up, YouTube? This is my Friday parent video, and it is 2:53 in the morning. So you can see my little guy's passed out. And that's the not funny parent thing that I want to talk about. Kids' sleeping habits. Wow. Like, you think that since you love sleep so much as an adult, that your kids are just going to be like, oh, dude, I'm so ready to go to sleep. And they're just really not like that at all. Yeah, you guys that have kids know exactly what I'm talking about. You that don't, let me educate you. Yeah, kids hate sleep. They don't want it. They don't want no part of it. They think they're missing out on the world if they go to sleep. That's when all the magic cool stuff happens. Like, the living room just looks like a living room till they go to sleep. And that's when everybody pulls out their Harry Potter wands, the hippogriffs and the dragons and the fairies come out, and just everybody has a big party. Caillou comes out, colors on the walls, and they wipe it all off real quick. As soon as they wake up, they just think it's the world of everything. And look at this guy. He is out. He is gone. I can mess with him. I'm gonna mess with you. I'm gonna get your nose. Are you having a dream? Yeah, he's out. He's totally out. But see, that's the thing. I'm down here because I work night shift. He wakes up. He comes down here. And he wants to hang out with Daddy. And he falls asleep. So, do you guys remember your sleeping habits when you were kids? I don't. I remember I had a Batman poster, and I remember I used to have nightmares a lot. I think all little kids do, because your imagination is starting to form, and you just, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, I'm leaning back, just chilling. My mind on my money and my money on my mind. No, not really. Snoop Dogg did that. I do not own that song. I don't do it. I don't own that song, so yeah, don't like, you know, you don't have to be crazy or nothing. But yeah, being a parent's cool. I like being a parent. It's probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done, besides graduate, apparently. But having a family, it has its good times, has its bad times. There's times when you're like, man, it's had the worst day of work ever. I want to come home and I want to play Grand Theft Auto and I want to run over people and blow stuff up and take out some frustrations. And then, the wifey, the girlfriend, significant others, like, have been waiting for you to come home all day, and they just need your time, and your times don't tie together like you thought. And you throw a kid in the mix too, and the kids they adore you, like you are God to them. You are judge, jury, executioner. You are the giver of life, the provider of life, the everything, really. I mean, and I think that's the mentality that you need to have. You need to realize that they do think of you like that, so that, just sometimes you have to stop and remind yourself to take time for your kids. I mean, of course, you always give your kids time, but, like undivided time. Like, not like me making a YouTube movie while he's laying on me asleep, or he's holding a controller while I'm playing a game and he thinks he's playing too, or, the him listening to music with me. I mean, all that stuff is great because you include them in. But I mean, on top of all that, some real like let's sit here and watch Blue's Clues together, and I'm going to make fun of how I think that everyone that watches this show is special ed, and he's just gonna think it's the most amazing thing ever. Or let's do a puzzle, or let's do just anything. Let's just do anything. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's something they want to do. It's something that gives them their imagination. Reading to them is very important. I think the best, if I could give any advice to anyone about, family relationships, any relationships, especially parenting relationships, but any relationship, is you need to have time for yourself. You need that personal time to play Grand Theft Auto, or to play Final Fantasy, or to play Guild Wars, or World of Warcraft, or look at your stamp collection, or build your model cars, or Legos, or look through whatever your hobby is. You need that time, because it's hard for you to be the best you possible for your family if you're not on your game. Think about when you're in high school and you're playing games and you're listening to music and you're going to concerts, and that was you at your prime. That's you, the easiest portion of your life. It didn't seem like that at the time. It's the easiest portion of your life. But how happy were you? No bills, no responsibility. You could just focus on you and create you, find you. You still need that. You can't be tip top. When you've been in a relationship for a while, you need to realize that the person that you're married, you're dating, you're gonna marry, fell in love with you before you had to make time for you. Too often do we get into relationships and it just feels like, at first you meet this unbelievable girl that you just can't live without them. You see them in your dreams. You see them everywhere you go. You can't make it without them. And then too often you marry that girl, you move in with that girl, you start dating that girl, and then it goes from, hey, we're having Super Bowl Friday, and we're having Super Bowl Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all weekend. We're going to have a party, and, all this Madden comes out, or this comes out, or that comes out. It's basically like you had everything in your life, and then, but you wanted someone, and you found someone, and, it's like you thought that it was going to be adding them to that stuff. But in a way it is, but in a way it isn't, because new stuff, it's like they have their stuff and you have your stuff, and then you have your together stuff, and you still have the same amount of time that you had in the first place. So you have to divide up, this is my time, this is our time, this is your time, and you got to fit sleep and work in there somehow too. And it can be hard. Sometimes I think the most important thing is you need to keep that mentality. That girl that was just so unobtainable, but you fought so hard to obtain, and then you did. It was this precious gem that you had to have, and you need to keep that precious gem. Make sure it stays a precious gem. Don't make it a precious gem that you have obtained and now it is sitting on the shelf and you don't need to clean it, you don't need to do anything with it, because it's yours now. It's just there. It's just watching you play Final Fantasy. It's watching you, because you don't know what you got till it's gone. And when it's gone, chances are, it's possible, but it's not very likely you get back what you had. Family is important. Love is important. Some people just don't want to be with anyone. There's nothing wrong with that. Man, woman, love is love. Family is family. Sometimes you can't stand your family. Sometimes your family is creepy. Sometimes everybody's pissed off at each other and nobody wants to get along. Sometimes stuff happens, and stuff that's evil in the world happens. Evil happens. Like I poop on your carpet. And I'm walking around and I'm pooping on the floor singing Polly Wolly poodled on the carpet. Yeah, like evil dogs just show up in the middle of my serious video. But, I don't know. I think my main point is laugh at yourself. Don't let yourself get so caught up in politics that you make yourself miserable. I personally have done this. I've been in situations to where things that I actually enjoy doing, I would be irritated that people would make me do simply because I knew for a fact they were making me do them because they thought they were punishing me. And that became more important than, what am I doing? I'm mad at this person for making me do something because they think that they're punishing me, but honestly, I want to do it. So it would be like if one of you, Jedi-knighters out there decided that you were going to punish me by eating KFC. You're going to say, Mr. Jedi-knight here, you're going to go eat KFC right now forevers because it's all your fault. And I'm going to be all like, psh, I don't eat KFC. I'm a grown man. I'll eat whatever I want to eat. Get all mad and all thrown out, stressed out, when really I should just be like, they're making me eat KFC. Do they not know that I love KFC? Screw it, I'm just going to go eat KFC and I'm going to act miserable, but really, I'm going to be happy. I would much rather act miserable and be happy than some of these people that are happy and act miserable. Does that make sense? Anyways, I'm on this video with a simple thought. If you're in a relationship, think about that. I want to set aside some time just for my other half. Undivided attention time. With your kids. The kids are super important because I know everyone has a memory of their parents. They look back and say, hey, I remember when parents did this. Well, your kids need that too. And I guess I'm going to go out with stay tuned tomorrow, Saturday. Saturday's our funny day. Trying to be bringing you guys some really funny stuff I've got planned out. And this is kind of a taste. Some personal things about myself. I did go to theological seminary. I've been an ordained minister for a while, which is really weird because you're going to hear me cuss sometimes. I don't really actively preach. Maybe one day that's what I'll do. I don't know. Comedy's my thing. I like making people laugh. I like going to where people normally wouldn't go. And maybe I'll do it when I do the Draw My Life. You'll see kind of where all that goes. But I really wanted to take on Fridays, do the family portion of this, so that people will realize I'm in person. I'm really, really funny. I'll make you laugh, but I also want to make you think. Sometimes we get so caught up in life that we don't think about what we really need to think about sometimes. And sometimes things like money, jobs, the future. Am I going to buy this house? Am I going to get this? Am I going to do that? What do I want to go to college for? What does my career need to be? How am I going to potty train my kid? The cat's not using the litter box. The grass is too high to bring the dog outside to pee. I don't know. There's all kind of stuff that, you put predominant in your mind and stress yourself out. And you just need to really realize that it's the simple things that we need. It's the simple things. It's the good things. Simple is good. So, all you Jedi Knights out there, love each other, or at least stay the heck away from each other if you're going to hate each other. Look at my finger. It's going around. Y'all be good. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with lots of funny stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any other topics, like serious topics, I have done psychology. If you want questions, you have some relationship advice, you have some kids advice, you just want something funny you want to share, put it down, y'all. And thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Y'all have a good weekend.